afternoon, Minot. We are coming to you from 1901 South Broadway at Broadway Circle, and today is a very pivotal moment in the community of Minot. And with me today, I have Chris Plank with the City of Minot. And Chris, we have something that is much needed in the community of Minot. We're cutting the ribbon today on a family center along with Broadway Circle Apartments. And Chris, tell us about how you got here and the facility and all the other information that you have to share with us this afternoon.
Sure, I can do that. Thank you. So first of all, I want to welcome everybody, as well as for showing up, and as well as the MAC for hosting us today. So this was a journey that started back in 2014, 2015, when the City of Minot secured the NDR grant. And part of that grant was to provide a family homeless shelter, as well as increasing the affordable housing within the City of Minot. And that's what the Broadway Circle Apartments do. So we have partnered with Pathfinder Services of North Dakota, and they will be providing services to those individuals who are in need of a transition or a time in their life. We've also worked with the Lord's Cupboard and getting them up to go, and so they can become a partner with the family homeless shelter and work with them on that.
Very good, very good. And so the family facility that we have behind us, how does one, if they're seeking a transitional spot in their life to get into housing, how does one access housing through this family center?
That's a great question. Pathfinder Services will do an intake with them. They could either show up at the property or call the office, and then they can get instructions on how to come in, fill out an application, and work through the services. In addition to shelter services, they are also going to be providing some counseling services and recognizing those things that individuals may need in the transitional period of their life.
Wow. And so coming in here, transitioning over to Broadway Circle Apartments, which is off to our left, as a transitional spot to really help people get back on their feet and get them pointed in the right direction.
You nailed it right on the head, Christy. It is a time in their life where they may need some additional assistance, and that's what this structure and Pathfinder Services will be willing to provide for them.
And an opportunity for them to volunteer as well?
That is correct. They can volunteer over at the Lord's Cupboard, help them on their either their soup kitchen or in their general food bank.
This is a phenomenal space out here and something much needed. It tugs on your heartstrings a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so fantastic that you had the relationship with Pathfinders to be able to make this happen.
Yes.
And I believe we have some other guests with us today as well.
We do. First, I'm going to hand it over to Acting Mayor Mark Janser, say a few words, and then we'll have a couple other individuals that would like to speak.
All right.
All right. Mayor Janser.
Thank you very much, Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you to all of the people who persisted to get this project across the finish line. And that includes folks like Pastor Royce, who had the concept, and then a succession of partners, some of which who had problems, but certainly the City Council remained steadfast in trying to get this project completed. And here we are today with 2 additional wonderful facilities for our community. The seed for this was back when we applied for the HUD Resilience Grant, which the city received to the tune of $74 million. But the amount for this project wasn't nearly enough to complete it, let alone to operate it. And so it has been through a collaboration of partners in the community, past city councils and city council members who have continued to persist to get this to completion. So to all of them and to all of the supporters out there in the community in the areas of helping the needy and helping the people who need a hand up, thank you. And it's wonderful to be with you here this morning to cut this ribbon.
On behalf of the Minot Area Chamber, EDC, and the Chamber Ambassadors, we congratulate all of you. Thank you so much for making this a pivotal moment in the community of Minot, and you may now cut the ribbon.
3-bedroom units, and it's all designed to help families stay together that are in crisis. Because as Minot found, after, one of the things that they found is after the flood, we had different, boys would age out of a transitional housing situation. So if they were 12 or older, they would have to go stay at the men's refuge. And so what we found were that different people who were experiencing homelessness, mothers would just prefer to stay in their car and keep their family there. But as we know, that's, impossible during our winters. So this was a critical need, and it's exciting to be able to help fulfill it. So we do have different apartments that we can walk around and tour, and we do have 2 units in here which are also ADA compliant.